We're gonna start straight away with the bolster today. So take the bolster and put the bolster toward the back of the mat. Sit in front of the bolster, leaving a bit of space between the bolster and your buttocks. Keep your feet down on the ground, knees bent. Tuck your tailbone under and lay down over the bolster. So the idea is to have the bolster behind your chest and the lumbar spine completely relaxed, not supported by the bolster. In case you have a bit of tension around the neck, you can also take a folded blanket or a small pillow and just put it behind the back of the head to keep the spine long. Roll the arms outward, palm of the hand facing the sky, slide the shoulder blades over the waist, pull the back of the head away from the shoulders to lengthen the spine even more. Close your eyes and observe. Observe your body, observe the feelings. Observe where it is already open, where you can relax. You can keep your knees touching if it's more comfortable for you. Relax your forehead, your eyebrows. Relax the skin between the eyebrows. Relax your eyes and let that sink deeper into the skull. Relax the skin of your face and clench your jaw and let your lips open slightly. Relax your throat, your neck and shoulders, arms, forearms and hands. Relax your back, muscles of the back and your spine, vertebra per vertebra. Relax your belly and the whole abdominal area. Relax your hips, hip bones, relax your legs, till the very tip of your toes. Bring your attention into your breathing cycle and observe every aspect of your breath. Which part of your body moves the most? Chest or belly? If both moves, which one moves first? Observe without changing anything. Observe simply to know yourself. Observe the length of your breathing cycle. Inhalation and exhalation have the same length, or one of them is naturally longer. Observe the small pauses between inhalation and exhalation, and between exhalation and inhalation. Small moments where everything stops, even your breath. Become aware of the 4 phases of your breathing cycle. Inhalation, pause, exhalation, pause. And there too, observe. Is one of the 2 pauses longer? Observe also that your throat remains relaxed and open even when pauses. 3 more observing breaths. At the end of the 3rd, take control and create a long and deep breath.
Observe your chest expanding with every inhalation. Observe how the bolster helps you with this expansion. Keep a deep breath, but keep it easy, keep it soft. Observe the rib cage moving away from each other with every inhalation and closer to each other with every exhalation. Keep it soft and easy. Every inhalation, your body expands and recharge. With every exhalation, your body relax. Just focus on your breath. Just observe the air entering your body through the nostrils and going out a little bit warmer. With every inhalation, the body and mind can recharge. And with every exhalation, you can relax. Keep a soft and easy breath. 3 more breaths. At the end of your 3rd breath, take control and create a Viloma 1 technique, pranayama technique, where you add some pauses during the inhalation, allowing your body to expand even further. So, start inhaling and create a pause. Keep on inhaling, pause, keep on inhaling, pause, keep on inhaling, pause, till you reach full inhalation, where you can see that there's no more space in your lungs to fill up. There, hold your breath, relax your body, and just before the exhalation, inhale 1 more time. Realize that when you relax a little bit more, you allow your body to accept more air, more energy, more prana. Inhale, pose, inhale, pose, inhale, pose, inhale, pose, till you reach a full inhalation. There, hold your breath, relax your body. And just before the exhalation, inhale 1 more time. Keep the same technique. Try and relax in every pause. Observe the feelings. Observe the expansion of your rib cage. Observe how much air can enter into your lungs. And realize that Every time the air enters your body, it brings the prana, the energy inside, recharging your body and mind. So keep the same technique. Inhale, pose, inhale, pose, inhale, pose, inhale, pose, till you reach a full inhalation. At the end of the inhalation, hold your breath, relax your body. And just before the exhalation, allow more air into your lungs. Feel the stretch on your body. Feel the expansion of your lungs. One more time. And at the end of this cycle, go back to a normal breath, not controlled. Now take control again and create a breath that starts on your belly. So first the belly becomes wider, and then move up to the chest. Observe how your lungs can fill up completely. Inhale as much as you can, starting on the belly and then moving up to the chest. One more time. And then keeping the same technique. So starting your breath on the belly and then moving up to the chest. Hold your breath. Become aware of all the tensions that you may experience. Realize how you can breathe deeply. And you will breathe even deeper as soon as you relax all the areas that you feel tense now. Now, inhale first on the belly, then on the chest. And at the end of the deep inhalation, hold your breath. Observe the feelings, the emotions, observe the tensions, and stay there. Try and hold your breath longer than usual. Challenging a bit your body. Experiencing a bit of different kind of tensions. And then relax and go back to a normal breath. Allow your breath to become lighter and lighter. Observe how your body relaxes quite fast after the tensions that you experienced a few seconds ago. Now really slowly,
bring your arms in cactus pose. So keeping the elbows in line with the shoulders and the forearms parallel to the ground and parallel to each other. And again, breathe as deep as you can, starting on the belly and then moving up to the chest. Hold your breath and relax your body. Feel the stretch around your shoulders, around your chest. Now, straighten your arms and bring it up to the sky. Palm of the hand facing each other. Bring the arms back into the shoulder socket. Move the shoulders back. And keeping those two movements in place. Really slowly, start moving your arms back. Back behind your head. Feel the stretch on your chest. When you reach your maximum stretch, inhale as deep as you can, starting on the belly and then moving up to the chest, and hold your breath. While holding your breath, relax your body. And move back with the arms in cactus pose. Elbows align with the shoulders, forearms parallel to the ground and to each other. Now, really slowly, keeping the elbows parallel to each other and parallel to the ground, move the elbows, keeping the forearm parallel to each other and parallel to the ground, move the elbows closer to the chest and observe how you stretch your chest in a different way, the shoulders in a different way. Now go back to the cactus pose, but stop where you feel your body stretching the most and stay there. Breaths. At the end of the third breath, straighten your arms and put the hands close to the buttocks. Palm of the hand facing the sky. Down on the ground. Completely down on the ground. Okay. Push the back of the head away from the shoulders. Inhale. And with the exhalation, push with the feet against the ground and lift your hips. Stay there. Keep your arms completely relaxed. And slowly lower your hips again. Interlace the hands behind your occiput, so the back of the head. Bring the two elbows close to each other, like you're wrapping your head with your forearms. And then lift your head, look at your knees, Inhale. And with exhalation, lift your hips. Stay there. Lower your hips. Activate your abdominal muscles to lift also your shoulders. When you reach your maximum, put your hands down on the ground, push against the ground, and lift your body up. Cross your legs. Put your hands over the knees. Inhale, tilt your hip forward. Arch your spine, push the chest forward and up, and the shoulders back and down. Put the back of the head back and stay there. Relax. One more time, inhale. Arch your spine. Push the chest forward, shoulders back, head back. But keep the head in line with the spine. So don't let your head drop back. And relax. Okay, now, since we have the bolster, sit over the bolster. If your bolster is not really thick, you can also put the blocks under to have a bit more height. Once it is seated, if you don't feel comfortable, you can put the blocks under the bolster. Normally it will be even more comfortable. Now, put your hands over the thighs. Lift the sternum, shoulder blades down, belly gently in. Create circles with your hips and your spine. Side. And on the other side. Okay. Now, lift the sternum, shoulder blades down, roll the arms outward. Push the thumbs back and arch your spine. Inhale. When you exhale, roll your arms inward. Round your spine. Move the chin over the chest. Inhale, roll your arms outward and arch your spine. Look up. Exhale, roll your arms inward, round your spine and look down. Do it at your own pace, synchronizing the movement and your breath. With every inhalation, round your arms outward and arch your spine, expanding the chest. Exhale and roll your arms outward, like you're closing into yourself. Roll your arms outward, open to the world. Exhale, roll your arms inward and go inward. One more time. And lift the sternum, shoulder blades down. Now, twist your torso to the right. Put your left hand outside of your outside of the right side of your bolster. Put your right hand outside of your left side of the bolster. Yes. Lift the sternum and use the two hands to twist even further. Look behind your body or even behind the right shoulder. Stay there. and back to center. Lift the sternum, shoulder blades down. Twist to the left. Put your right hand on the left side of the bolster. Left hand on the right side of the bolster. Lift the sternum, shoulder blades down. Twist. Use the hands to go a little bit deeper into this twist. Behind the body, or even behind your left shoulder. And back to center. Put your hands down on the ground and create circles with your hips and lumbar spine. Do it a little bit wider than usual, but slower than usual. So take your time to widen the movement. And if you can, try and keep your arms completely straight through the whole movement. Turn also on the other side. Keep it wide, keep it slow. Okay, lovely. Now, we keep on using the bolster, but in a quite different way. So, move the bolster toward the middle of the mat. Sit over the bolster with the feet down on the ground. Your buttocks have to be on the front of the bolster. The idea is to have the end of the bolster in between your shoulder blades. So the shoulders will drop down toward the ground without touching the ground. So I want you to activate your abdominal muscles to focus the opening on the upper part of the chest. So from this position, put your hands down on the ground. Tilt your hip backward. Lay down on the ground and observe that the end of the bolster will end up around your shoulder blades. There. Interlace the hands behind your head. And allow the head to go down toward the ground. Once that your hands touch the ground, open your elbows to the side and relax. Push the back of the head away from the shoulders and observe how the bolster suggests a different movement of your spine. If you feel this position kind of comfortable, then, especially on the neck, then you can move the hands in cactus pose and allow the back of the head to drop down completely to the ground. If on the contrary, you feel a bit of tension on the neck, maybe it's because the shoulder blades are not in toward the end of the bolster, but the bolster is a little bit closer to the neck, so you can move a little bit more toward the back of the mat. But if it's not so, then keep the hands behind your occiput to give a bit of height to your head. Stay there. And even there, focus on your breath, especially on the chest breath, chest breathing. Expanding the chest with every breath. Observe the movement of the ribs. Expanding your chest with every inhalation. Now, if you feel comfortable enough, that is, your body is working, but it's kind of comfortable, lift both legs and bring the knees toward the chest. Just gently. Knees toward the chest. Back a bit straight. Okay, good. 3 breaths. And while in this position, push the spine toward the bolster. And observe the pressure, especially on the upper side of your spine. Move the feet down again. Interlace the hands behind your head. Wrap your head with your forearms. Lift your head to activate even more your abdominal muscles. Look at your knees. When you reach maximum, put your hands down on the ground, push and come up. Good. Yes. Lovely. Now, we're gonna keep on playing with the bolster. So move the bolster toward the front of the mat, kind of perpendicular to the long side of the mat. Sit on your heels on the back of the mat. With the sternum, shoulder blades down. Hilda, since you have the bolster a little bit lower, you can put the blocks under, because otherwise you're not really working. Okay, lovely, perfect. Leave the sternum, shoulder blades down. Straighten your arms right in front of you, palm of the hand facing each other. There. Move the arms back into the shoulder socket. Move the shoulders down. Keeping those 2 movements, back and down. Tilt your hip forward. And lower your body till you reach the bolster. There. If you have the bolster without the blocks, you can even push the bolster to have the bolster right under the wrists. Okay, well, so that you're in the perfect position. Even in this position, keep on pushing the arms back into the shoulder socket, shoulders back, shoulder blades back, and allow the head to drop down toward the ground. You can touch the ground or not, this is not important. It's just the direction that counts. Keep on pushing the arms back. And now start breathing deeper and deeper. Feel the expansion of your rib cage, especially on the back of the rib cage while in this position. Feel the muscles of your rib cage working to expand the rib cage itself. Keep the shoulders back, shoulder blades back, arms active. And gently come back up. Okay, now move the bolster away. And now we're gonna move to the blocks. Now I'm gonna be comfortable. So put the two blocks in the middle position. The first one perpendicular to the long side of the mat. The second one parallel to the long side of the mat, creating a sort of T shape with the two blocks, but leaving a bit of space between the two blocks itself. Sit with your sacrum over the first block. Move on your elbows, and then you can adjust the position of the second block in order to have the second block in between the shoulder blades. We're gonna recreate this basically the same position that we did with the bolster, ending between the shoulder blades and the shoulders, moving down to the ground. Since the blocks are stiffer, the feelings will be kind of highlighted. So take your time to find a good position for the block, interlace the hands behind your head, and allow the head to drop down to the ground. You're gonna feel the edge of the block, most likely. The difference between the shoulder blade, between the bolster and the blocks, is that the bolster, being soft, will prepare your body. The block will tell your body exactly how you have to move. So welcome those feelings, because you can really feel where your body needs to stretch, needs to open. Like the other version, the bolster version, you can keep your hands behind your occiput, or you can put the hands in cactus pose. Anyway, the back of the head away from the shoulders. If you want to feel a little bit less the pressure of the edge, activate your abdominal muscles and push the lumbar spine toward the block. So you're gonna spread the pressure onto the block. But the edge of the block will always tell your body how it has to move. Last comments. Now, if you feel like it, bring the two knees toward the chest, like we did before, like we did in the bolster version. Feel the pressure of the blocks behind your back. And feel these pressures like a sort of hints. This is how your body has to move. Now slowly lower your feet again. Interlace the hands behind your head. Lift your head, activate your abdominal muscles, lift your shoulders at your maximum. There, put your hands down on the ground. Push with the hands. And exit this torture. Good. It's not over yet with the torture today. Take the chair. Open the chair and put the chair on the front of the mat. back of the chair toward the front. Sit on your knees. Put your elbows toward the edge of the chair. Interlace the hands. Keep the elbows a little bit closer than your shoulders. Now, walk back with your hands, or with your knees. Keep the back parallel to the ground. Keep the knees roughly right under your hips. There, start pushing your chest in. Allow the head to drop down. And there, listen to the messages of your body. So I want you to feel your body, but I want you also to observe if the feelings are too intense. In case your feelings are a little bit too intense, find a version where you can feel your body still working, but in a more comfortable way. The idea is to keep your breath soft and easy. If on the contrary, you have your breath kind of tense or even stopping, step back. The idea is to play with the feelings, but always listening to your body. Last moments. And really slowly walk forward with your knees. Really slowly, take your time and lift your torso. Okay. Yes, it is intense. I know. Okay, now put your hands on the top of the chair. It's not going to be really uncomfortable, normally. Keep the arms straight. Put the chest over the chair. Keep the head down on the ground. Keep the chin touching the chair. Stay there. So you're still opening your body in a kind of relaxed way. Let it be. Breathe slowly. Back up. Now create circles with your hips along the spine. Spiraling the movement up through the spine. Just move the air vertically. Go on one side. And on the other side. Okay, now, still another torture. For this version, for this torture, you can put a fluffy blanket over the chair. I'm not going to use it because I prefer to have a tighter feeling, more exact feeling. But I think that I'm a bit masochist. So in case you're not like me, just feel free to put a blanket over the chair to ease a little bit this torture. I'm going to show you what we're going to do, and then we're going to do it together. We will need
2 blocks and the chair. The idea is to create a structure with the blocks to support the head, but still allowing the body to open back. So, as you can see, if I put the 2 blocks one above the other, it will be higher than the chair itself. So we're not going to use it this way. You have to find a compromise where you will have your head slightly supported. Not completely supported, but slightly supported. So a bit of pressure on the head, and that's it. Because the head is one of the heaviest parts of our body. So if you're arching back, you can use the weight of your head to arch the whole spine. That can be quite challenging, so that's why we'll help with a block. Obviously, if you don't feel any tension on the neck, you can also take out blocks completely. So I'm going to show you what we're going to do. The idea is to slide your body inside the chair. Now you know where you have to have the edge of the chair, because it's going to be exactly the same spot where you had the block before, allowing the shoulders to drop down. And in case you will need the block, you can put block just to give a bit of support on your head. When we are in this position, I want you to activate your abdominal muscles to focus on the opening of the upper part of the spine. If you feel like sliding, activate your legs, straighten your legs, and push the feet down on the ground. They will give you more stability. If you feel still kind of comfortable, straighten your arms and move the hands toward the ground. If you don't feel the need for the blocks, you can let the head hang freely and just stay in this position. To go out of this position, interlace the hands behind your head, wrap your head, lift your head. It's gonna be quite intense. So there, when you have the elbows quite close to the bar of the chair, slide the one hand inside, push, put the head in line with the chair. So I love to have the edge of the chair just behind the occiput, feeling a kind stretch on the neck. So in this position, I have the hips completely out of the chair. So I'm using the legs to support my body there. Bring the feet closer to the buttocks, lift your head. Then sit on the chair and slowly go down in between the legs. So this is the full movement. You are already, I know that you want to open your body, but I have to explain everything. So now, we're gonna do it together. So, slide your body. Find a good position of the edge of the block, of the chair. Activate your abdominal muscles. Activate your legs. And find, if you need to, the support for the head. Once that you have this position,
Straighten your arms and allow the arms to drop toward the ground. You can touch the ground or not, this is not important. Stay there. That's beautiful. That's a beautiful opening. Keep the abdominal muscles active to release the pressure on your lumbar spine. Now, if you feel comfortable enough, bring the hands closer to the chair with the fingers pointing toward the chair. We're not gonna lift the hips. We're just gonna move the arms closer to the bridge pose. Okay, now interlace the hands behind your head. Lift your head really slowly, take your time. Push the lumbar spine toward the chair. Slide one arm under the top of the chair. And slide back. Keep the head in line with the chair just for a few seconds. Activating your legs to keep your body in this position. Now, bring the feet closer, just under your buttocks. Lift your head. Sit on the chair. Keep the knees wide. Tilt your head forward. And allow the chest to drop in between the legs. Use the gravity to relax the spine. And stay there. Really slowly. Lift your body up. Put your back in contact with the bar of the chair. Close your eyes and stay there. Observe how your spine is now naturally straighter. You may feel straighter. You may feel taller. And keeping your eyes closed, now roll your arms outward and push the thumbs back. Expand your chest with every breath. Keep the shoulders down and relaxed. So in a certain way, push the hands back, then push the hands down too. The spine is straight. The chest is open. Keep in this position. Push the back of the head up to the sky, like you want to stretch also the cervical spine. Deep breaths. And relax. Now, take the bolster. For the bolster, over the thighs, as close as you can to the belly, and allow your spine to relax. Relax your arms. Back your neck. Close your eyes and stay there. Moments. Really slowly come back up. Now the bolster and the chair away from the mat. Actually, the blocks too. Widen your legs a little bit wider than your shoulders. Not super wide, just a little bit wider. Bend your knees just a tiny bit. Create circles with your hips and lumbar spine, both on one side and on the other side. Now, still keeping your knees gently bent, tilt your hip forward and allow the spine to drop down to the ground. Keep the weight of your body on the ball of the feet. It's just a small bend. Doesn't have to be confident, doesn't have to be hard to keep. Now, really slowly, keep the left hand down on the ground in the middle of the mat. Straighten your legs and twist your torso to the right, lifting your right shoulder and lifting your right arm. Lift the sternum, and if you don't have any tension on the neck, look up to the sky. Stay there. And change side. So put your right hand down on the ground. Twist your torso to the left. Lift your left shoulder, lift your left arm. Lift the sternum. And if you don't have any tension on the neck, look up. Last moments. Come back. Put your hands on the waist and come up. Now, we get into balance pose. You can put your body close to a wall or close to something stable to have some help. Lean on the left leg. Bend your right knee. Move the right feet to the left and grab your right feet with the left hand. Lift the sternum, belly in. Push the right knee back. Push the right feet back. So opening and arching your spine. Find Dristi, don't do like me, then just move my Dristi and I actually put the feet down. If you want to, you can use the right arm to counterbalance. Leave the sternum, shoulder blades down. Deep breaths. At the end of the third breath, come back to the starting position. So that's that. Lean on the right leg. Bend the left knee. Move the left feet to the right.
Grab your left feet with your right hand. Find your seat. Move the left knee back. Move the left feet back. And if you want to, you can use the left hand to counterbalance. Deep breaths. At the end of the third, come back to Natarajasana. Widen your leg again. Bend your knees again. And create circles again with your hips and lumbar spine. Both on one side and on the other side. Good. Lay down on the ground. Bring the knees toward the chest. And roll on right and left side. If it's a little bit too intense for you, you can create circles with your knees. In that case, remember to do the circles on both sides. Whenever you feel ready, you can enter Shavasana. Just for the first moments of Shavasana, I want you to observe your body. Observe the spine. That maybe you will feel straighter. Maybe you already felt it while sitting on the chair. Now, just feel it down on the ground. Hilda, try not to put anything behind your head to keep the head in line with the shoulder blades. If you feel any tension on the lumbar spine, keep your knees bent. Or you can also put the bolster behind your knees. Allow your body to let go completely. At the end of Shavasana, I'm going to chant the mantra. And at the end of the mantra, I'm going to guide you out of the pose. Till that moment, just relax. Om Bhurбhuvah Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yonat Prachodayat Om Bhurбhuvah Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yonat Prachodayat Om Bhurбhuvah Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yonat Prachodayat. Slowly, start moving your toes and fingers. Bring back the awareness into your body. Inhale deeply and exhale fully with your mouth. Release all tensions. One more time. Bend your knees, roll on your right side. Stay on your right side for a brief moment before sitting comfortably, even over the bolster if you want to, for the chant of 3 Om. Keep your spine straight but yet relaxed. Put your hands in Nana Mudra or Chin Mudra. Eyes closed. Face, throat, neck, shoulders, arms, belly relaxed. Inhale. Put your hands in prayer position in front of the chest. Open your eyes. Namaste.